welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. How's it going? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well. I hope this camera, if you're watching it right now, I feel like it's been progressively falling further and further down. I'm not using the best fucking tripod. It's the best tripod I have at the moment. But if it is slowly moving down, I apologize. But maybe that'll make the podcast more dynamic. Maybe that'll make my fucking monologuing a little bit more interesting to have a moving shot for absolutely no reason. Maybe the camera falling down inch by inch is just a fucking reflection of me falling deeper and deeper into a pit of despair. I'm really directorially backing this specific podcast episode. I'm really making it as cinematic as possible. I've been inspired by the Batman, dude. The shots in that are so beautifully done and well constructed that I'm like, God damn. If Matt Reeves can transform a Batman film with beautiful direction, maybe I can transform this podcast with it, dude. No, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I hear birds chirping right now, which I guess is cool. It's dark out, but birds are chirping. I guess the summer's on its way. I guess it's finally supposed to be warm enough where we're all chilling out. You know, soon we'll be in parks. Soon people will be running with their fucking shirts off, and I'll be upset about that. Already saw it. One hot day. All it took was one hot day for a dude who is kind of built to not have a shirt on and make me annoyed. But I've talked about that so many fucking times on this podcast. Every season that we hit, there's at least 20 minutes of regurgitation that happens on my end. Every holiday, every season, there's always 20 minutes about weather and fucking seeing my family that I just say again. Because life is in cycles, dude. Life is in cycles. I've been thinking about that with this podcast of like, a lot of times I get worried about being repetitive. But then again, I'm like, but life is fucking repetitive. And this podcast is literally a conversation with myself. You know, obviously I want people to listen, but it literally is me saying my thoughts, and the unfortunate thing is people are repetitive, dude. People fucking repeat the same shit over and over again. The same mistakes get made. The same non-doing of things gets not done. The same bullshit wasted time continues to get wasted. That's what we do. Thoughts get said and repeated and nothing is done with them. That is most human beings' lives from the moment they are born to the moment they die. Just saying a lot of things over and over again to the ether. This podcast really is a reflection of most people's voices. This podcast is a good example of what most people are doing all the time. They're just trying to say what they think, and everyone's like, I barely care. Oh, fuck. It's true. I have this podcast, and yet other people I know have podcasts, and I can't even I can bring myself to listen to maybe 2.5 podcasts. Like, people often will say to me, oh, you should have another person in your podcast. It's just you on the podcast? You should have other people on the podcast. And I'm like, well, no, I mean, there's successful podcasts where it's just one person. And they go, yeah, do you listen to any of them? I go, not really. I've tried them out. I think they're funny. And they're like, how long did you listen? I go, maybe a year, then I was done. They're like, aren't you afraid that's going to happen to you? I'm like, it is what it is. You know? I wonder what like an actual podcast, because this is, you know, a hobby at this point, but an actual podcast with a lot of listeners, I wonder like what their drop-off is, especially like a Bill Burr. I wonder how many people he gains and loses every year. I wonder if it's enough where it just evens out. Or if there are certain years where people just aren't feeling your shit. There are years where people are just bored as fuck. Like, I wonder the peak numbers versus the current numbers. Because there must be a peak that then just goes the fuck down. Because it's the critical point where everyone knows that it exists, or every person who's ever going to check it out checks it out, And a lot of them, because it's just natural, don't fucking like it. If you're exposed to a shit ton of people, most people will not like you. That's normal. That's the right thing to happen. If you're exposed to 1 million people, 200,000 should probably like you. If you're exposed to 1 million people and 900,000 people love you, you're a robot. You're not, it's not good, dude. It's not good. You're robotic and weird, and you gotta fucking be more specific to yourself. You ever meet people who everyone likes? There's something wrong with them. There's like a crack that you can't see that's underneath their skin. There's like a giant divot that's just out of view, and if you ever saw it, it would upset your soul. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I feel fine. I've been in a weird fucking mood lately, man. I've been kind of depressed. I'm like bleeding right now from my hand because I fucking... You know when you pick at your hand and a little skin comes off? And usually it's fine. Usually it's not really that much of a cut. But sometimes you pick a little bit of skin off and then you're just bleeding out of your finger all day. That just happened live on the podcast right now. I was picking at my fucking thumb and now it's just bleeding, dude. Anyway, I feel fine. I've been in a weird mood lately, which is not new to this podcast. I often get in weird moods and then I talk about it because what you know, you got to talk about it somewhere. I feel weird, man. I just feel I don't know. Everything's been pissing me off lately. Just every little fucking, just people in general. Just I'm getting old enough now where. I mean, I've talked about this a bit, but like I'm getting old enough now where I'm not old, but I'm old enough. I'm not old, but I'm old enough to look back at life and go, wow, dude, I really shouldn't have done those things. I really shouldn't have been spending my time that way. And lately, the way that's been manifesting specifically is I've been looking at certain people who I've been friends with for a long time. And I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't have been friends with them. People who you've known for years. You've known for years and you love them and you consider them good friends. And then just one day you're looking at them and you're like, I don't actually like you. And we're not actually friends. You know? It's like the 5th time you've asked them to hang out. And then they, every time you ask them to hang out, they respond with, yeah, oh my God, we have to hang out. I miss you so much. And you're like, do you though? Because also, I don't miss you that much. You know what I'm saying? When people hit you with something that you don't feel back, that doesn't feel genuine from their angle, it's a whole mix of why have I talked to you for 5 years? It's a brutal concoction of maybe this was a mistake. But yeah, this person, I'm trying to hang out with them, and then they'll say that, and then they bring up, I haven't seen you in like over a month, and that's crazy. And then I'm like, yeah, it is crazy. And it's also not hard to see somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll get annoyed if someone's like, hey, let's hang out, and then 2 weeks later, they're like, let's hang out again. I'm like, well, let's wait 3 weeks. Like, I have no problem with not hanging out all the time. But when it's been like over a month, and then somebody who you've asked to hang out says to you, it's crazy that I haven't seen you in a month, you're just like, what? What? I don't know. And then friendships also shift in a way. There's other friends where they shift in a way where you're like, are we... Did I just misunderstand our friendship entirely? Because you just shifted on me hard to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm not a friend to you. I'm a fucking fixture. Like I'm a siphon. I'm your advice machine. You start looking at relationships that you have with people and you're like, oh, I'm just the person who you go to for some advice and go, thank you so much. You always make me feel better. And then I don't see you again until you need to feel better. And when that happens, you're just like, hey, maybe it should be a symbiotic thing. Maybe you should every once in a while, try and make me feel better. And then people will say to me, and maybe it's true, maybe I do have a problem with talking to people. I do have a problem with divulging about myself. But here's the thing. You ask me 3 questions, and I'll tell you a lot about me. Also, maybe I don't. I don't know. It's a weird thing, because I say that on here. I go, maybe I have a problem with divulging information about myself, and yet I'm doing that in an area where I divulge way too much about myself every week for an hour. But maybe in real life, maybe when it's one-on-one, I do have a problem divulging things. But I have a problem divulging something if I'm not asked. If someone asks me, how are you doing? And it's a person I love and respect, I'll say it, and then I'll tell them how I'm doing, and I'll get specific with it, and I'll really talk about my life. But then you'll have people who will tell you about their lives because you asked. Because you can sense that they're not doing well. There's people who I know that they're not doing well, and I say, how are you doing? And then they're like, I'm fine. And I'm like, you seem like you're having a bad time. And then they go, I actually am. And they tell me about it. And then they say to you, they're like, how come you never divulged stuff to me? And I'm like, well, you didn't do that. You didn't do the first part. There's certain information that's deep in you that you don't want to readily say. You want to say it. You want to tell someone desperately. You really want to fucking divulge to someone, I'm doing bad. I feel shitty. I want to kill myself. You want to tell someone that, but it's hard to get going. And so when someone says to you, you seem like you're having a bad time, you do the natural thing and go, no, I'm fine. But when somebody is really listening or really gives a fuck, they'll be like, are you sure? Because it seems like you're having a bad time. And then you can, then you feel comfortable enough to divulge. But you need the person to fucking push you a little bit, And just because I'm somebody who can ask what's going on with you and push it a little bit, it doesn't mean, that I don't need the same push, bro. A friend of mine had this problem in relationships where she's so independent and can take care of herself so well that every guy she dates doesn't think to ever help take care of her. And all she wants is for someone to take care of her. And I feel that way a lot where I'm like, I talk to people and they're like, wow, you're really good at talking. You're really good at asking questions and shit like that. And then I'm like, and then I'm like, yeah, well, to ask me something. I don't know, man. People don't ask fucking questions. Maybe that's what's been bothering me. On every level, people don't ask questions. I just feel like interacting with people is easy. It's so easy. It's usually fun, but only based upon your partner. Only based upon the person you're fucking speaking to. I just feel like so many people make easy shit so hard. Dude, I went on a date this past weekend. And we were flirting on this app. First mistake. Get off the app, dude. If you're on an app right now and you're looking for love, dude, or you're looking for a date, whatever you're looking for, don't. Don't. Just go talk to a person. And maybe you have a lot of success on the app. Maybe it's going great for you. But I know a lot of people, and I guess this is for them. I know a lot of people, I'm one of them, who they go on a dating app. They fucking spend so much time on it. They try and get a date, and it's difficult. It's annoying. It's fucking depraved. Like it sucks your fucking soul away a little bit. Looking for this, swiping for people. And then they finally match with someone and they see them in real life and it goes bad. And then you feel so defeated because it was so hard to get that one date, to meet that one person, that when you finally get there, it feels like you've lost so much. But in reality, it makes sense that a stranger, that it wouldn't work out with a stranger, dude. It makes sense that you wouldn't match with most strangers. People are judging you almost solely based on your photos. Okay? How many people have you met in real life that you fucking dug and then you saw their Facebook or you saw their Instagram and you went like, oh, every one of these photos of this person is awful? I've dated people who I thought were beautiful and I looked at their fucking Instagram and I went, damn, dude, you don't know how to take a picture. Because some people don't. And some people hit you different. And I've said this before on the podcast, but I'll say it again. It's the way people fucking talk to you. It's the way their fucking face moves. These are the things that like when you meet someone in real life, you already know all the things that are making your heart move. You already know all the things that are making you go like, oh, I want to see this person again. On a dating app, you're swiping right, you're matching, you're having okay conversation, you're getting a number, you're asking them on a date, and then on the way there, you're going, I hope that she moves like a person. I hope this girl's actually who she presents herself to be. That is not the way that we should be dating, I don't think. I could be wrong, but I don't think. I think it's not a good. I think online dating maybe needs a revamp. We need to rethink the way we do it. Because if you're heading to a restaurant to see somebody and you're like, I hope they are who I think, that's already bad. You should be going, and that's already supposed to fail. That's already got a fucking 99.9% chance of being not good. And so when it isn't good, it shouldn't be like, fuck, what's wrong with me? It should be like, no, dude, like, that's what should happen. So, anyway, I was doing that. Think about it. When you meet somebody in real life, you're on your way to the date going like, damn, I'm so excited I got a date with this person who I've already met and know is sick. I hope I don't fuck up. I hope I don't fuck up with this person who I'm already psyched to see. That's fun. That's healthy. That makes sense. And I'm not trying to poo-poo on dating apps. I'm not somebody out here who's not using them going, this is what they're like. You know, I've seen some videos of motherfuckers who are like, yeah, men are failing, or men are having a real hard time and getting really suicidal and depressed because of Tinder. And then the other person on their podcast is like, have you ever used Tinder? He's like, no, I've used it I haven't actually used the app, but I've talked to 2 people who are using it. What? I had an OkCupid when I was 19, bro. I've been in this shit. I'm 28 right now, dude. I've been on and off dating apps for a fucking decade, dude. And I'm here to tell you, they stink. I'm here to tell you that sure, you'll fuck and you'll have some all right times with some all right people, but you're not going to find what you're looking for. And maybe you will. I don't know. Because some people do find love on dating apps. Some people do. I don't know how, but they do. But you also got to think of it like this. If you're a sociable person, if you're an outgoing person, if you're a person who when you talk to people, you are like, damn, this person knows how to have a conversation. I don't think a dating app is for you. I think a dating app is for people who have a hard time talking. At least that's what it seems like, because every time I've been on a date recently, it's so people don't know how to speak, dude. Anyway, huge detour. Typical bullshit rants that I do. Typical nonsense, but whatever, dude. Life is a goddamn cycle. We have the same thoughts, and you need to say them. But what the fuck was I gonna say? I hope some of this is fucking funny. Sometimes when I'm fucking in the middle of this, I'm just like, I hope I said something funny there. I hope I'm being somewhat entertaining. So I'm gonna just read. No, I don't have it anymore. I was gonna say let's read the messages. No, so I went on a date with this person. I matched with this person, and she very pretty lady, very beautiful lady. I was like, wow. It was one of those people who you match with. You're like, oh shit, I matched with this person. She's beautiful. Which already in your brain is skeptical, which also is a terrible thing. I have met people in real life who I'm like, damn, this girl's beautiful, and then we go on a date, and it's sick because you're like, I know she's real, but on a dating app, immediately your brain is like, she's really cute, probably not going to work out. Which is not good. And that's the thing, is like, you could tell somebody, like, no, be optimistic, but you can't be, dude. On a dating app, you have to be pessimistic. As somebody, listen, man. Like I said, I've used them for a minute, and the more realistic you are with them, the more success you have with them. The more hopeful you are with them, the more it sucks. But that's also just dating in general. The more hope you have, the more God will shit in your mouth. It really does suck. If God is real, he's a cruel motherfucker. Because in life, you have a crush on somebody, and the moment you have a crush on somebody, you go, oh, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, because I already am bringing the wrong energy. When you have a crush on someone, the person sniffs it out and immediately dries up. That's what happens. Every woman who sniffs a crush out of a guy immediately gets dry and goes, no, dude. There are people who straight up you will have a crush on, and if you didn't have a crush on them, you probably would have dated them. But for some reason, a crush just makes you be like, oh, well, I hope. A crush just turns you into a little boy who's like, I really hope. Oh, shucks, I like her. And that fucks you up, dude. Which is shitty. Which makes you go, God, if you're real, what the fuck, dude? Because it shouldn't be that way. Aw shucks should lead to love, dude. But you know what leads to a relationship is you going, yeah, I guess we'll go on a date. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. I don't really care if we go on a date or not. And that makes a person be like, damn, he's so indifferent, I'm gonna have to fuck him. That sucks, dude. And that's not every person. Every person's not like that, but most people are like that. And that stinks. I don't want someone to be indifferent, but you do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also, it's hard. Because I'm out here saying it's annoying, but at the same time, when somebody likes me too much, I hate it too, dude. What I'm angry at is the fact that we're hardwired this way. It's programmed into our fucking brains. If somebody really likes you, evolutionarily, we're like, ew. And when somebody like is kind of into you, but you're not quite sure, but they are, they're sure enough where they're showing you they're interested, but you still are like seeing what's up. That's good. See, I don't know. That's what it's good. When you're like, hey, you're cute, and they're like, you're cute. Let's see what's going on. When somebody meets you and they go, you're amazing, you're like, you haven't known me for more than 7 seconds. Shut the fuck up. I think maybe that's what it is when a crush goes bad. Because a crush is you pining. So a crush is a lot of you making up who that person is instead of you actually knowing the person. And that skeeves a person out. If a person meets you and you already think they're dope without even speaking to them, that person intrinsically is like, yo, I'm not. What? You can't think I'm dope. I haven't said anything dope to you yet. You don't know me well enough to be excited to see me. Don't be excited to see a person you're interested in that you've never met. That's the real problem. And I've done this. We've all been guilty of this. You see someone across the way, you think they're cute as shit. You fucking dating app them. And that's why dating apps are bad. It's all coming together. On a dating app, you're window shopping for people. And you see somebody and you make up who they might be in your head, and then you go on a date with them, and then it's not quite right. And you do the same thing when you get a crush on somebody from across the room. You're just turning them into something that is smoke and mirrors. It doesn't exist. It's ethereal. It's in your fucking head. And so obviously, if someone could smell that off you, that you've created a different version of them in your brain, obviously the person is gonna be dry as the fucking Sahara. Obviously, dude. Obviously, the dude is gonna be soft as a fucking slinky dog. I don't know what that means. He's gonna be soft as a slinky. That doesn't make sense, but you get it, dude. Slinkies droop. Slinkies curve and hit the floor, and you know what I'm saying. That's the end of the first part. I'll see you guys in the second part. What's up? I'm back. Yeah, so dating. Anyway, so I went on this date, and this person, so we were talking on the app, and she goes, "What's the most controversial take that you have?" And I didn't know at the time what I should say, but I asked my friends. I was like, "What's the most controversial take that I have?" And one of them said that you can't be an environmentalist if you own CDs or if you own DVDs or something like that. And I was like, "When did I say that?" He goes, "You said it on the podcast." It's a friend of mine who actually listens to the podcast. And I was like, dope, dude. Dude, I have no idea what I say on this. I swear to God, I black out for an hour and say a bunch of bullshit. And then later someone's like, "Oh, that was so funny when you said this." And I go, tight, dude. I'm glad something was funny. Because I don't remember a single fucking sentence. But then I do and I don't. Because then I get on the mic and I'm like, did I say that last week? And I feel like sometimes I'm right, but sometimes I'm probably wrong. Sometimes I'm probably saying the same thing over. Anyway, enough about that. Doesn't fucking matter. So we're messaging, and I say the DVD thing, and then I go, "What about you?" And she goes, "What the fuck did she say?" She said, "Oh, she didn't like dill pickles." And then she goes, "Oh, are like DVDs bad for the environment?" And I'm like, "No, but someone was like getting on my ass for having a Poland Spring, so I just attacked them with what I could." I go, "You don't like," I was like, "Damn, you don't like dill pickles? What about Tommy?" Which, I mean, easy joke. Easy layup of a joke. I mean, you know what it is, right? A bit of a dad joke, but still a good joke. Still a good flirty joke. I feel like most people would be like, "Haha, that's funny. This guy's cute. He's an idiot." I feel like you right now understand the joke, right? You say you don't like dill pickles. I go, "But what about Tommy?" If you understand what I'm saying, you don't stink. If you understand what I'm saying, maybe the date will go well. So the person says, "I don't know what a Tommy pickle is." Which again, also, if you write out the sentence, "I don't know what a Tommy pickle is," you should immediately go, oh, Rugrats. In your brain, you should immediately go, oh, Rugrats. Okay. No, I do know what that is. 100%. There's no way I can't. And then I was thinking, is this person too young? But she's not that young. She's 23. She was 23 or 24. That's not that. That's 4 years apart. There are reruns of Rugrats, bro. Rugrats is heavily syndicated, and also Netflix exists, and I'm sure it's somewhere on some platform somewhere. I'm sure people are watching Rugrats even if they're 4 years younger than me. I'm sure they saw it as a kid or at some point. The Rugrats was a movie, dude. I was born in 1993. Peter Pan was my favorite movie, and I watched it at 5, 6 years old. I watched it from 6 to fucking current day, dude. I watched Hook, which came out when I was born. So my point is, people, you know the Rugrats. But she says that. I don't know what Tommy Pickles are. And then I just sent a GIF or a GIF, whatever you like to call it. It's fine with me. Not a fun argument to have. Dumb argument. Say what you feel. Anyway, I send her just Tommy's dad going like this with him, going like swinging Tommy back and forth, making him dance on the floor, making Tommy Pickles dance on the floor. And she goes, "Oh, lol, my bad." Which I don't know was her just being like, "Oh, obviously that's what Tommy Pickles is," or if it was her being like, "Oh yeah, Rugrats." Either way, I was like, I don't know about this. But then I go, what's your most basic take? I'm talking basic. And then she goes, pineapple is bad. Pineapple is good on pizza, and room temp water is elite. So now I'm like, oh, well, this is fun. Because I'm like, well, I was like, she either is weird and like and thinks these are normal takes, or she understands that, like, I think she understood that, like, oh, he's asking for basic tastes. I'll say my basic tastes, but they are controversial takes. But to me, they're basic. That's what makes it a hot take. You know what I'm saying? I understand the logic there. And I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. And then so I said, I can get behind you with the pineapple on pizza, but room temp water, I was going to ask for your number. Now I'm contemplating my whole life. And then she goes, yeah, I know. It probably makes me less attractive. Got to have a Brita on the counter all the time. It's a lot. That made me laugh. And I was like, oh, this person's cool. And I just said, yeah, but I don't even own a Brita, so that makes me less attractive. Why don't you let me get your number? We'll get some warm-ass drinks. Then she gives me her number, okay? So she gives me her number, and I text her. Let's fucking find this text, dude. It's dumb as fuck. It's so fucking dumb. Here it is. And I have her on the phone as Kelly Warm Water. Because we talked about fucking room temp water, dude. So I text her. The day after I get the number, I text her. I go, what up, Warm Water? When should we grab that drink? Friday or Sat? I messaged that on Monday at like 5. So then at like 7, she goes, hey, oh, tough choice. Can I let you know tomorrow? Chill response. I say, of course. Yeah, just hit me tomorrow. I'll think of a good place. Okay? So then she doesn't hit me the next day, which is fine. So on Wednesday, she hits me and goes, I think Friday works. So on Wednesday, same day, a couple hours later, I go, sounds good. Want to meet at Big Bar on the Lower East Side at 8? Right? Good bar. Good chill first bar. If you ever been to fucking Big Bar, it's chill as fuck, dude. It's a good spot for a fucking first drink. Okay? It's like not super trendy. It's not super big and crazy, but it's fun and cool enough. You can hear what people are saying. It's nice. It's a nice, cute little fucking cash bar. So Wednesday at 12:51, I texted that. Doesn't respond. I was like, oh, damn, maybe we're not going on a date. Maybe we are. Who knows? So Thursday, right? Thursday, the day before Friday, Thursday, she goes, at 1:40 p.m., let's. In response to my date, she says, let's, at 1:40. So at 3:20, I say, see you then. So We're going on a date. Right? That's what you think. That's what I think. That's what the world thinks. But me, as a person who's been on these apps enough, knows when a date's going to happen and knows when somebody fucking stinks. And I instinctually am like, I think I'm going to get stood up. To the point where I was with my friend seeing an apartment and we're walking to the train. I go, yo, I think I'm going to get stood up tomorrow. And he goes, what? I go, I have a date tomorrow, but I think I'm going to get stood up. And he goes, why? And I showed him the text. He goes, no, it sounds like you guys clearly set up a date. I go, yeah, I know, but I don't think it's going to happen. Just my fucking instincts were fucking deep in there. I just knew intuitively. And then the next day I was on Discord, like during/after work, talking to people. And I was like, I don't think this date's going to happen, bro. And then one of my friends was like, no, it's going to happen. No, it's going to happen. And I'm so confident that I'll give you 40 fucking bucks if it doesn't happen. And at that point, I'm like, oh, tight. Yeah, let's do that. Just the fact that he's so confident that it will happen is fun. And then also the fact that I know I will be right. And now it's a game instead of me just being stood up. I'm like, this will be fun. So I start drinking because I'm like, fuck it. She's not even going to be there. So I start drinking and I have a few beers and I realize I'm kind of buzzed. I'm like, damn, dude, I shouldn't be going to this date fucking super buzzed. But then also I'm like, well, but also I'm not going into a date because she won't be there. So I leave to go to the date and I'm on my way there and I'm like, all right, let's see what happens. And my friend was so fucking confident with the 40 bucks. And I was so confident that he was incorrect. And also another detail was I told my roommate, my friend who I was seeing the apartment with, I told him, I said, it's fine if she doesn't hit me up because I'm a different breed right now. That's right, dude. I said that cringe fucking sentence, dude. I said that cringe, stupid sentence. I said, I'm a different breed right now. And he laughed. He was like, different breed? What the fuck? I go, no. I know that's a stupid thing to say, but I'm going to start letting people know what they're doing. Because the other day on one of the apps, someone corrected my grammar. Someone straight up corrected my grammar. Because I used the wrong your. Now I know I used the wrong your, but I'm talking to you on a dating app. I'm talking to a stranger I haven't even met yet. Why do you think I'm gonna give a fuck enough to put an apostrophe RE in? You know? Why am I gonna text more letters to a person who might fucking stink? And who will, now that I wrote it incorrectly, will reveal to me that they do indeed fucking stink. She says to me, she was saying something about how like she's super flirty, cool, ambitious, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then in parentheses, she goes, this is just a bit. And then I was like, oh, it's just a bit? I was excited because you were saying you're all these cute, you were saying you were all these cool things. You're saying you're not those things? Which is supposed to be you are, right? You apostrophe R-E. Now I know that, but I don't give a fuck. And I write Y-O-U-R. And then she goes, I'm a grammar expert. Y-O-U apostrophe R-E star. Now I'm stunned. I'm literally fucking deer in headlights stunned for a second. Because I'm like, did this person really just fucking do that? Like we were just flirting and now you ruin it with fucking grammar Nazism, dude. Dude, she's a Nazi. The reason why the grammar Nazi exists is because 100% of people who care that much about grammar to correct a stranger, they definitely want people in gas chambers. That's the one-to-one correlation that is absolutely true. If you are willing to correct a stranger's grammar, you are also willing to support a genocidal maniac. That's just common sense. That's just a fact, dude. So the moment someone corrects your grammar, you go, damn, you might, it's like 90% that you're a Nazi. I'm going to fucking get away from you. Especially if it's a stranger. Anyway, on a dating app, dude. We're trying to get a date with each other. Why would you do that? You think I'm going to find it charming? That's crazy. So I say, did you just correct my your to your? And she goes, yeah. And does like an emoji with like hearts and stuff. And then an emoji that's like a kissing a heart. And then I didn't respond. And that felt great because I made sure, because I could have just stopped right when she corrected me, but I thought, I'm not going to stop there. I want this person to know. I want to be sure of what this person did, and then I want them to know that they shouldn't be doing that. So I asked super clearly, is this what you're doing? And then she said, yeah. And then I didn't respond, which must make her go, maybe I shouldn't have done that. So with that in mind, I told my friend, I'm a different breed. I told him, I said, yo, if she stands me up, I go, it's all good if she stands me up. I'm kind of excited because if she stands me up, I'm just going to text her and say, yo, you stink. And he laughed and he goes, really? I go, yeah, because this happened to me before where I get stood up. And I either don't text the person because they stood me up and it's just obvious, or I text the person and go, hey, I'm here. And then they go, oh, I'm not there. Oh, I forgot this, that, the other thing. And then I'm always like, oh, it's all good. Don't worry about it. I either say that or I try and make a second date, even though I know it's over. And then they're like, oh, yeah, maybe next week. And then it just fizzles and it doesn't happen. So I was like, you know what? I'm letting people get out of the clearly shitty thing they did. So I'm not going to do that. If you do a clearly shitty thing, I'm going to let you know very clearly you did a shitty thing. But I want to let someone know like that. I don't want to be like, fuck you. You fucked me, dude. You fucked me over, dude. No, I don't want to be like that. I want to be like, you did something shitty and it's all good, but you suck. You know? You stink. So I'm on my way to this date, confident that it won't happen. Friend on Discord says it's going to happen. $40 on the line. I'm on my way. I'm running late. She hasn't texted me yet. I haven't texted her. But we don't really need to because I said the fucking time and place, and she said let's, and I said see you then. So I text because I'm running late. I text and I say, running a little late, we'll be there 8:10 to 15. I typed that at 8:01 p.m. At 8:08, just outside the bar, really close to it, she goes, sorry, I didn't realize we were still meeting up. To which I held my phone like this, like at my thigh, and just bent over and started cackling laughing. Because I knew, because not only did I call it, but it's just so exactly what it was, you know? So exactly what it is. And she said, sorry, I didn't realize we were still meeting up. Which is just a crazy thing to say, because it's like, the last thing we said was, I think Friday works. Sounds good. Want to meet at Big Bar on the Lower East Side at 8? Let's. See you then. What? And everyone I showed that to, man, woman, everybody, child, I showed 9 children, and they all agreed with me. No, I didn't show any kids. But every woman and man I showed that to was like, wait, but why did she think it wasn't happening? No one used... What? Which is the appropriate reaction. And so she says, sorry, I didn't realize we were still meeting up. So she writes that at 8:08. So I laugh for about a minute, and then at 8:09, I text, bruh, you stink. I text, bruh, and then I do a separate text, you stink. And I am exhilarated with fucking justice, dude. I'm exhilarated with like, yeah, good. You stink, dude. You know it. You did something stinky, and I told you stink. And that's it. And I was fine with that interaction. I told the Discord, I was like, bro, you owe me $40. I sent the text showing that I said you stink. We were all laughing. It was a good time. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm near this other bar I like. I'm going to go to that bar. So I head to this other bar, and as I'm heading to that bar, I get a text 7 minutes later. I'm really sorry. The conversation kind of fizzled, so I didn't think you were still down. I feel bad now. This is 3 texts. This is the 4th text. Do you want to meet up around 9:30? Totally understand if you don't. So not only did this work, not only was this like a good thing to say to somebody for them to know, like, hey, you did something dumb, but it fucking flipped it around. Now she's like, I gotta make this right? What the fuck, dude? Like, you know that you're doing a shitty thing, but somehow me telling you you're doing a shitty thing makes you be like, I gotta do the right thing now. It's very strange behavior. Just either go on a date or don't go on a date, bro. I've never waited for someone to go to a place and then canceled on them. I'll be honest, I have canceled on people very close to when we're supposed to date. Like I've canceled on people an hour or two within date time. I would say 2 to 3 hours within date time. I don't think I've ever done it an hour before. But I have canceled on people date-wise very close to when we're supposed to go on a date and felt terrible about it. But I have never waited till someone got to a place and texted me to then text them and go, oh, I thought we weren't meeting up. That's rude shit, man. That's a life of fucking privilege, to be honest. That's a life of hot privilege. It's also probably just not giving a fuck. This woman happened to be attractive, but I'm sure it also is just a matter of being a lazy, shitty person. Anyway, so I don't really want to see this fucking person, but at the same time, it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing to have somebody who stood you up ask you on a date now. So the stakes are low as fuck. There literally are no stakes. So I go, nah, let's do it. I got like 9 gallons of room temp water. Got to give it to someone. When we meeting? Because you got to keep the bit going. And she goes, same place. Make it 9:45. I have to shower. Which makes me be like, yeah, dude, I was dead on, bro. You stink. Any part of me that felt bad about saying someone stinks felt very good in that moment, because she, even by her own admission, needed to clean up, bro. She was stanky, dude. She was dirty as fuck. She was so dirty she needed to take an hour and 45-minute shower before she saw me. Which I agree, bro. You better lather yourself in fucking soap and water for at least fucking 40 minutes, because your behavior is stinky as shit, and I could definitely probably smell it on you. So anyway, I go, deal, see you then. And then I still don't know. That was at 8:24. Deal, see you then. So I still kind of don't know. I'm chilling at this bar, having a few drinks, thinking to myself, if she doesn't like, if it's not by 9:40, if I don't, no, actually that's not true. I was thinking like, yeah, I'll go to the bar at 9:50. She said 9:45. I'll go to the bar at 9:50, 10, and see if she's there. And if she's not, fuck it. I'll have a drink there. I'll have a drink, a few more. I'll have a nice night, no matter what. And you should do that if you're going on a date, especially from an app. You should be like, if this doesn't happen, my night's gonna be good no matter what. Do not be like, I got to go on this date. I hope it goes well. No, go, hey, let's see how this goes, but I'm going to have a nice night no matter what. So, how much time do I have left? Okay. So I'm drinking. I'm having a decent time. Random people are talking to me. It's weird. As it happens at bars when you're alone, people fucking hijack your life and tell them your problems, which is good and bad. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. It was a little bit of both in this moment. Anyway, I got away from the dude who was trying to hijack my life, and I got a text at 9:22. Leaving now. I thumbs it up. I send the Discord. I go, moment of truth. And I walk into the bar. And then she texts me before I get there and goes, here. And then she immediately calls me. So she fucking starts freaking out. Because she probably is thinking, like, did I stand this guy up and then he told me he'd meet up with me just to stand me up? Because I could have done that. And honestly, would have been a baller fucking move. Would have been base as hell, dude. It would have been fucking incredible. If someone stood me up and then I set up a plan just to fucking make them look dumb, that would be wild. But no, she calls me up. I answer. I go, hey. She goes, hey, I'm here. Or I'm here. And I could hear in her voice she was worried that I would not be there. I said, no, I'm here. I'm down the block. I'll see you in a second. She goes, oh, okay. So I see her in a second. I walk up to her. I'm pretty drunk at this point. I've had like 5 drinks. I walk up. I'm like, what's up? Laughing. And she goes, hey. I go, dude, imagine if I didn't show up. You were scared. And she laughed. And I was like, yeah. So then we go into the bar. And it sucked. It sucked, bro. It was the most mediocre time of all time. We're talking a little bit. I'm making jokes. Everything I say, she's kind of like, I don't know whether to believe you or not. And I'm like, nah, everything I say is true, dude. Like, clearly I'm joking. But when somebody like is like, I don't know whether to believe you or not, I don't start going like, oh no, this is when I'm joking. I just lean into the jokes harder, and I try and make it more obvious I'm joking, but sometimes people just don't know. Also, she didn't look like her photos. Which, here's the thing, dude. And it was a good example, because I always talk about this, and then I feel like people take me the wrong way or misunderstand what I'm saying. People often think when I'm talking about, because I've talked about this, where people on dating apps, they look different than when you meet them. And people always think, oh, what? They don't look as attractive as their profiles? Which, first of all, if that was the case, it's still not good. Like, people will say that like, oh, what? She's not attractive enough for you? And it's like, well, I mean, it's not about that. But it is about that. Also, it's not bad if it's about that. If you think somebody is like, if you're attracted to someone, the photos you see of someone, and they look like a different person in real life that you're not attracted to, that is a problem. That's weird. That's deception, dude. You're starting on deception. That's not a good way to build a relationship or even a series of times you'll fuck, you know? You shouldn't start with deceit. Anyway, but what I'm really talking about is the person just doesn't look like the person. So this girl on her Instagram, on her photos she put on her profile, she looked very hot. She looked like a hot girl. But then in real life, she looked adorable. She looked cute as shit, which are very different things. Honestly, I prefer somebody who's cute. But that's what but she looked different. And it made me go, why? Why do people do that? Why do people... And the difference was so subtle, but it was enough where I was like, this must be intentional. You must know when you look at these photos of you online that you are curating, that you don't look how you look. And my question is always, why does a person make their social media, make their dating profile, not look like them, and then plan a date with you where the person is going to see you? Like, why make it so you don't look how you look when I'm going to see how you look, dude? Why not look how you look? You know? How you look is probably tight. Like, this girl was attractive. I was attracted to her. But the fact that she looked like a different person on the app made me look at a person who I am attracted to and go, ew, dude. Not only do you stink, but ew. P fucking U, dude. That's the end of this part. I'm gonna come back for a little closing. I'll see you in a sec. What's up? I'm back. So she looks like a different person, which is whatever. But we're talking, we're flirting. She says at one point, she's like, "This is the second date I've been on in a year," and I was like, "That makes sense, I guess." And then there's moments of silence happening. And for me, on a date, if there's moments of silence happening, I like it because then I'm like, all right, well, let's see how this person is with silence. Because sometimes I don't want to talk. Sometimes I just want to chill next to somebody. And the silence seemed to be making her very uncomfortable because then we kept looking at each other and then she would like look weirdly around and then she would be like, I guess we ran out of things to say. I'm like, oh, I don't mind not talking. I'm sure we'll keep talking. We'll figure out things to say. And she goes, yeah. And she's like, I feel like I'm just being awkward. I feel like I'm being awkward. I mean, like I said, I've only been on 2 dates in a year. I was like, no, you've been, no. I think you've been, I'm having a fun time. I think you're very cute. This is very fun. Having a good time. And she's like, okay, cool. Thank you. Okay. But then she gets 1 drink. I think I had 2 drinks or 3 drinks maybe. I don't know. But she gets 1 drink and then I'm like, do you want another? And she's like, no, I'm good. I was like, oh, okay. And then at a certain point, she's just staring at her drink. She's like, I'm going to go soon. And I was like, okay. This is maybe an hour in or I guess it was like an hour and a half in. It was like 11:30. But again, like, I don't know. I'm used to going on a date. You meet up at 8. You fucking end it at 2. Even if you're not going home with the person, you end it like, I like a long date. But I guess that's when you're having fun with somebody. And I wasn't having much fun, dude. I mean, it started poorly. And also, I knew this wasn't going to be a fucking love connection because she fucking stood me up, dude. So I was just basically in to be like, where's this going to go? And so I'm like, okay, sure. You're going to leave? Sure. And I'm like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, and I'm half expecting her to be gone when I come out. So the whole time I'm peeing, I'm like, she's probably going to be gone. She's probably going to be gone. It is what it is. She stinks. So then I come out of the bathroom. She's still there, to my fucking surprise. I walk over. I sit back down. I'm drinking the beer. We're talking. The bartender starts asking us questions. Smart move. I don't know if he sensed that we were going to leave, but maybe he saw her empty drink and was like, listen, if I get him talking, don't stay here. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. But we're talking. He's talking to us. And then at a certain point, she's been sitting there for a bit. And she had already said, like, I'm going to leave soon. So I said, you can leave whenever you want, by the way. Like, you said you were going to leave soon, right? She goes, oh, yeah. Are you almost done with your drink? And I was like, oh, would you want to leave together? She goes, yeah, I would like to. And I was like, okay. So I finished my drink. We close out. And it was annoying, dude. This guy would not take my fucking money. And man, I wish I was a shittier person, bro. If I was a shittier person, I would have walked out fucking free, dude. But I bought a beer and I'm like, dude, you're very drunk. The bartender was very drunk. And I was like, I don't want to take advantage of you. I want to fucking pay you and tip you. Just take my goddamn money. So I had to literally be like, hey, man, I didn't pay you yet. And he was like, what? You didn't? I go, no, I didn't pay you. Here you go. Which really made me be like, God damn it, Jake. You could have just fucking left, dude. You could have fucking got out. He said, oh, you didn't? That means you could have left. And should have, probably. So that happens. So we're leaving. And now I'm confused. I'm like, you want me to leave with you? Are you trying to take me home? It didn't feel that way, but we had been flirting, and it was very clear that we both thought each other were attractive, and she did come out all this way, so I was like, is she trying to fuck now? Like, I don't understand what's happening. And also, I'm like, I don't even know if I want to kiss this person, because it's weird. But so I start being flirty to see, like, because she's like, walk me to the train. I'm like, okay. So I started being flirty, and then I started saying something about, like, carrying her. She goes, well, I have a very revealing dress. I couldn't just get on your back. was like, well, I could carry you the other way. And she's like, okay. I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah. If you want to, if you're willing. It's like, sure. So I carried her fucking wedding style, like 2 blocks, and then we're waiting on the corner of a block for the light to go, and these 2 women came up. We're like, holy shit, she's carrying you? You better fuck him good tonight, honey. These 2 women were just like, these 2 black women were just like, you better fuck him good tonight. Oh, and he's got the dimples too? Damn, he's sexy as hell. You 2 look sexy as shit. You guys are going to fuck good tonight. And we're both laughing hysterically. So I'm like, first of all, I'm like, thank you for that. That was fun. Thank you for the compliment. That was a fun moment. Also, I'm like, we're both laughing hysterically at it. So I'm like, I mean, maybe we will do something. I have no idea. At this point, I'm touching her whole body, and I'm like, I get maybe. So I put her down for a second because it's, carrying her fucking 3 blocks. I don't work out. I'm working on solely natural strength, and that has its points. That has its limits, dude. Okay? I'm not fucking getting brolic out here. I'm using the Italian strength till it wears out. So I fucking... Sorry, I was straightening my back out. It probably was a weird move to just see me do all of a sudden. I'm fucking straightening out because I'm too goddamn slouched. So I'm thinking about carrying, and I'm like, damn, dude, I should be fucking straightened out if I'm trying to get that carrying strength, bro. If my posture was better, I would fucking be able to carry her 7 blocks consistently instead of having to take a fucking break. Anyway, so I put her down, and then she keeps saying how she's cold, which again seems like a flirt. Seems like I'm cold. Warm me up. So she's cold, so I put my arms around her. I'm like rubbing her stomach, and I'm like warming her up. And she's receptive to it. So I'm like, what is happening? What is going on, dude? What's happening? So then we walk to the train, or we're like a block away from the train. She's like, you want to carry me for the last block? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So I carry her. People are in the way. I'm zigzagging her through people. It's fun and flirty. So I put her down, and she goes, all right. Well, this is me. I go, okay. And she goes, have a good night. And she clearly goes for a hug. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So I hug her. And then I'm like, oh, maybe we'll hug and then we'll pause for a moment and kiss. But we hug, and then she like immediately starts walking away, but kind of looking at me still. And I look at her and I go, that's it? And she goes, yeah, and laughs. And I was like, all right, dude, see you later. And then I went to the bar. Because it was weird. It's weird. It's weird, dude. It's weird to have someone say, yeah, it's cool to carry me. And then you put them down and then they're like, you want to carry me the rest of the way? It was too flirty of a thing for us to just hug goodbye. But at the same time, I was like, well, yeah, I mean, I didn't want to kiss her anyway. Like, we both didn't want to. We both were like, why are we here? The vibe was like, I think you're cute. I think you're cute. But I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here because you stink. You don't want to be here because you stood me up. So clearly you don't want to be here. But at the same time, we both think each other are attractive. So I guess I'll carry you for a little bit. Like, that was the most that was like, we're like, we gotta get rid of this intimacy somehow, but we don't want to fuck or kiss. Let's carry. And it kind of was like, my back hurt a little bit. I was like, I guess we kind of fucked. My back feels about the same after sex. So I was like, yeah, sometimes when I have sex, I carry the person while we're doing it. So, it's, I don't know. But anyway, the moral of the story is she stunk, okay? But at the same time, we all knew that. I knew that from day one. I knew that from the get-go, from the jump. And yet I still went on the date. I still did it. And why? Because I'm a person. And people do the same fucking thing over and over again. And I guess the whole point of this story, the whole point of this long-winded shit is don't do the same thing again. Don't. And even here, I changed it a little bit. I was like, I'm going on another date like this where I think I'm going to get stood up and it stinks. And I don't create the perception that I'm like every date is terrible. No. I have some there's some great dates out there. I've had some great dates on dating apps. You know? It's people meet up with you more often than they don't meet up with you. I've been stood up maybe 2 or 3 times. And I've gone out with like I've gone on like 50 dates maybe. I don't know. It's not, it's the ratio is good. People are not, it's rare that people are shitty like that. But the point is, I shifted it a little bit, just enough, where I said, you stink, and new things happened. And that's my point, is the natural thing is to do the same shit. The natural thing is to fucking eat bad again. The natural thing is to not work out. The natural thing is to fucking not write the sketch you want to write. The natural thing is to not ask out the stranger next to you. The natural thing is to just fucking live in regret. Don't. Tell somebody they fucking stink. Because when you do, you'll force people to have a real fucking moment, and something interesting will come out of that. I didn't have a good night. I had a very mediocre night, which is honestly the worst kind of night. I'd rather have a bad night or a good night instead of a mediocre one. But it was funny at least, and it felt good to... I mean, look at it. Like, I ended up going on the date because I didn't do the same shit I do every time. The same shit would have been to just be like, it's all good. But I said you stink, and I ended up going on the date anyway. And I didn't give my friend the money. I wasn't going to take his money, and I said to him, I guess I owe you money. And he was like, you're good, dude. Because it was more about the fact that he would offer me the money that made me excited. And it was more about just the event of this weird fucking thing. Honestly, that was the most fun part, is that I was sharing it with other people who all were like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, do something different. Even if it's as simple as being honest instead of letting someone get away with something shitty they did. Also, if someone does stand you up, say you stink. Don't be like, you suck. Oh, you stood me up? Don't do that shit. What the fuck is that shit? Because also the person doesn't deserve that much energy from you, dude. If a person is being shitty, all they deserve is a you stink. All they deserve is minimal effort, but still letting them know exactly what it is. You stink. If you get worked up, if you get angry, then they're in the right for not going on a date with you. If you get pissed that someone stood you up at them, then they're like, well, good thing I didn't go on the date. You fucking are a vicious man. But you hit him with the you stink, and you come out on top, bro. But anyway, yeah. Do something different. I'm gonna keep trying to do different things, and hopefully that'll make me not be in the weird mood that I said I was in at the start of this. Also, doing this podcast regularly again will be good. I'm having some life changes right now where I'll be able to do this podcast on a consistent basis, where it will come out on a consistent day instead of it coming out maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, maybe Thursday, maybe Friday, which it's out now on a Friday. But anyway, do something different. You'll feel better. I hope some of this was funny. I hope you had a good time. I lost my goddamn voice, I think. I feel hoarse in my throat right now. But I had a fucking great time. You guys are the best. Anyone who's still listening right now, an hour and fucking 10 minutes in or whatever it is, you're awesome, dude. You're fucking sick. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. Yeah. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. piece of shit.